Hello everyone. My topic today is shark electroreceptor organs. Ever since I was little, I've always really liked sharks, so when given the opportunity, I always try to research about them a little bit more. And their ability to use electroreceptors to sense prey, to find mates, and potentially communicate with other fish is something that I thought was really interesting and relevant to the prompt for this week. So let's get started. So, electroreceptors are often referred to as the ampullae of Lorenzini, and the amount of receptors can vary from shark to shark. Typically, the more active sharks are going to have more receptors than ones that are more sedentary, which makes sense. The function of them is still going to be the same. The ampullae are pores of jelly-filled tubes concentrated around the head, and I included a picture in my document to give a bit of a better visual for that. And they're concentrated around the head, ventral, and dorsal surfaces of the snout. One of the articles I found actually talked about how if you squeeze the snout of a shark, like you can kind of see like the jelly come out, and that they kind of look like blackheads. So people with like oily skin or acne, like that's kind of what these look like on sharks. Of course, they do very different things than skin problems. And the bottoms of the ampulla are lined with cilia, which can trigger the release of neurotransmitters in shark brains when they pick up on movement caused by voltage differences. So the voltage differences, that's really the thing that is triggering these electroreceptors. So when fish move around or other things are moving around in the water, that kind of will shift the voltage, the electrical currents a little bit of the environment. And when that shift occurs, the cilia are able to pick up on it and then result in the sending of neurotransmitters. So sharks are not the only animals that have this capability. There are other fish that can do these kinds of things, like lungfishes, lampreys, coelacanths, and chimeras, some fish that I've never heard about before. Those sharks are definitely the most prominent species in terms of receptor capabilities. Like they are the ones that are best known for this mechanism. And the reason that sharks are able to use this so well, or animals in the water are able to use this so well, is because ocean water is salt water, so it's going to have sodium and chlorine ions kind of dispersed throughout the water, and these ions are able to transport electricity. So these electrical currents can transfer through the water, the cilia in the ampulla pick up on that. That gets sent to, that's something that the neurotransmitters will send to the brain, and then the brain will know, okay, there's something moving over there, and the shark will be drawn to whatever that is. Some of the interesting facts I included below kind of dig a little bit deeper on this capability. So they kind of explain why sharks will continue attacking human victims, how it affects food choices, all those kinds of things. So this is a capability that sharks have that really does a lot for them. It helps them be better hunters. It helps them find mates. It helps them do a lot of things, and it's really interesting when you think about it. They're able to swim around, and they can pick up on movement through this mechanism in ways that humans can't really. So I think it's always interesting and fun to learn about different things animals can do that humans can't, and just kind of see the science behind that, like with sharks and their electroreceptors, or the mantis shrimp that can see all these different colors on the spectrum that we can't. It's just something that is always enjoyable to do a little research on. So thanks for listening.